Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the complex world of business. And today we're diving into how Eastman Kodak Company is trying to manage its pension headaches, with a little help from some very important financial maneuvers. We've got a report that lays out some significant moves in their retirement plans, and trust me, it is more interesting than it sounds. Stick around as we break down what this all means for the company and its former employees. And before we get into the nitty-gritties, if you love getting actionable insights from these filings, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, we've got a super active Discord community where we chat about these reports, so check out the link in the description below to join us. Alright, let's get straight into it. This report from Eastman Kodak Company, or EK Company as they are sometimes referred to, is dated the 14th of October 2025. It's a current report, meaning it is covering a recent and important event. The main story here is about EK Company S pension plan, specifically something called the Kodak Retirement Income Plan, or KRIP now, back in January of 2025. The company S board decided to stop people from earning any more benefits in this plan. That decision became official around March of 2025, but the real action happens now, in October. So, on that the 14th of October date, EK Company, along with an independent trustee for the KRIP plan, made a big deal with a company called Metropolitan Tower Life Insurance Company. What they essentially doing is buying a group annuity contract. Think of it like this, they are transferring about $1.8 billion worth of their pension promises to this insurance company. This means the insurer will take over the responsibility of paying out those pensions. The cool part for EK Company, they don't expect to have to put any extra cash into the plan for this to happen. The money is coming directly from the KRIP plan S-own assets. Now, like any big deal, there are some conditions that need to be met before it is finalized. These are pretty standard for this kind of transaction. If everything goes according to plan, this deal should be wrapped up by the 21st of October 2025. This transfer affects around 27,000 people who are part of the KRIP plan, meaning current retirees and beneficiaries. After the deal closes, the insurance company will take over paying out their retirement benefits. For a while, starting from the closing date, the current trustee will continue to send out payments, but by early 2026, the insurance company will be fully in charge of everything, including making all the payments and handling customer service for these 27,000 people. But that is not the whole story. There is another piece to this pension puzzle. It turns out that about 3,600 people who were still actively working or had earned vested benefits decided they'd rather get their retirement money as a lump sum instead of waiting for annuity payments. So, EK Company already paid out about $76 million to those who had vested benefits but were no longer actively contributing to the plan. This happened on the 1st of October 2025, and they planning to pay out another chunk, a significant $157 million, to the active participants who chose the lump sum option around the 1st of November 2025. All these lump sum payments are also being funded directly from the KRIP Plan S assets. After all these lump sum payments are made, anything left over for people they can find. The missing participants will be transferred to a special program run by the Pension Benefit Guaranty Corporation, or PBGC, which is sort of a government backstop for pensions. This is also expected to happen in November of 2025. So once that annuity deal is done, and all the lump sums are paid, and the remainder goes to the PBGC EK, company will have completely settled all its pension promises tied to the KRIP plan. And here is a neat little bonus for EK Company. After all the obligations are met, they expect there to be some surplus cash left in the KRIP plan. This extra money they anticipate will be distributed back to the company itself, and another plan called the Kodak Cash Balance Plan in December of 2025. That is like finding a little bit of extra change in your pocket after you've paid all your bills. This section just lists out the supporting documents for the filing. Nothing too exciting for us here, mainly just the technical stuff that helps the computers read the report, like the cover page interactive data file. And finally, we have the signature of David E. Bullwinkle, who holds the important title of Chief Financial Officer and Senior Vice President. He signed off on this report on the 16th of October 2025, confirming that everything in this document is accurate to the best of his knowledge. Now, let us step back and look at the bigger picture. EK Company is making a really significant move to get rid of a large chunk of its pension liabilities. The $1.8 billion annuity purchase is a major step towards DA risking their balance sheet. For the company, this means more predictable expenses and fewer long-term pension obligations hanging over their heads. This can make them more attractive to investors because it simplifies their financial picture. It also means they are potentially freeing up capital that was tied up in managing these pension funds, which could be used for growth, innovation, or shareholder returns. The fact that they don't expect to make additional cash contributions to fund this annuity purchase is a big win for their current cash flow. On the downside, the lump sum payouts to 3,600 participants mean that EK Company is losing some of its legacy workforce as direct engagement, though of course they are complying with their obligations. The transfer of remaining liabilities to the PBGC from missing participants is a standard procedure. But it does highlight that even after all these calculations, there can be a small tail of obligations that need to be managed by a third party. What is really interesting is the expectation of surplus assets being returned to the company and the Kodak cash balance plan. This suggests that the KRIP plan's assets have grown sufficiently over time to not only cover all its promised benefits, but also to leave a remainder. This is a positive sign about the historical management of the plan's investments. Overall, this filing shows EK Company taking decisive action to manage a substantial financial commitment. It is a strategy aimed at long-term financial stability and operational clarity. The company appears to be steering towards a future where its financial health is less exposed to the volatilities associated with managing a large defined benefit pension plan. While there are always complexities in these large financial transactions, the reported intention and expected outcomes suggest a well-thought-out plan to finalize a significant chapter in their financial history. Alright, that is our breakdown of Eastman Kodak Company's latest filing. What is your take on these pension plan maneuvers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives into corporate finance. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.